Hi everyone, Viv Clements again, and this time I'm bringing to you our new Havana collection. It's an options collection. So with the images that I showed at the start, I thought I would set the scene because you can see in the sky and in the water the colors. They're so vibrant, they're so beautiful and serene, and I feel that this is what this collection represents. So, you know, the colors truly reflect what you're seeing in those images. So, yeah, without further ado, I thought I'd pop in, say hello, but I'm going to take you through the unveiling of the new colors as well as some swatching. So I hope you enjoy, and here we go. I think the most exciting thing about getting a new collection is the unveiling. So here we go. So we're going to start with teal cabrio. So when you receive your pot, you'll find that it's got a silver foil wrapper on it. Just make sure that you remove that completely. I'm just using a cuticle pusher, and I'll just lift that little bit there on the edge and peel that off, and just make sure that you get the entire foil off completely around the pot. And then we'll pop open the little cap, and wow, look at that. So this is teal cabrio. We'll give it a bit of a stir in a sec. This one here, we're going to open Aurora Spark. So again, same thing. I'll just pop these here so I don't mix them up. Just lift up that little tab and get in under it and peel it off in one piece. And then Aurora Spark. How beautiful. Okay, and for Bolero Blue, and there you go. So our three new Havana colors. So we're going to give them a little bit of a stir just to make sure, because they're, you know, freshly opened and so forth, just to make sure that they're mixed all the way through. So I'm just using a spatula, and instead of whipping it or, you know, stirring vigorously, I'm just going to fold it so that it's like folding dough, so that you eliminate, you know, the risk of creating a huge amount of bubbles. You will get some, but they're easy to sort of pop out. But when you stir it vigorously, you'll get lots and lots of little bubbles. So you want to try and reduce those if you're going to use it straight away, especially. So the colour's pretty true to how it was first opened, or the colour that it showed when it was first opened. So it's like a cream mint, describing it without actually swatching it. Okay. Just cleaning my spatula. And now for Aurora Spark. So I'm just going to scrape it off around the sides. You can see that this is quite a dense glitter, so it's quite thick. The viscosity is quite thick. And in here we've got blues and purples and silvers and a whole assortment of glitter particles and colours. So that's just beautiful. So that's Aurora Spark. And now for Bolero Blue. So this is kind of a blue violet. So it's got that blue tinge or hue going through it, but definitely like a violet lilac. So another beautiful colour, very creamy. It looks really opaque, and we'll get to see that when we swatch. But I'll just make sure the colours all mix through, and it looks pretty good. And there you go. So first up, I'm going to swatch our teal Cabrio. And what I will do is, it has settled a little bit, but if you just go in, you could, with the tip of your brush, you can just pop out any bubbles that you see that may, still be on the surface of the pot. So I'm going to pick up a small amount, tap off the excess to the side of the pot, and then I'll roll it off my brush, and I'm just going to come in and do around what would be the cuticle, which is the top of this tip, and then glide it down the nail using a fairly light touch. So you can see that this tip is, quite wide and also quite long, and I only used a minimal amount of product. Make sure you cap your free edge, and you've got a beautiful opaque coverage on one coat. So, and it's nice and smooth, glides on nice and smoothly. All right, so we'll pop that in, cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, so now I'm going to apply the second coat. So I'll pick up another bead, pretty much the same size. Roll it off my brush onto the nail. Just come in around the top of the tip and just glide it down with nice, smooth, even strokes. Not a lot of pressure. Pretty much no pressure at all. You're just gliding it along. And beautiful finish. So that's Teal Cabrio. So we'll pop that in and cure it for 30 seconds. So we're going to finish this nail off with Shine On. So I'm just going to apply a coat over the entire nail, making sure I also cap the free edge. And I'll check it in the line of light. All looks good, so pop it in for 30 seconds. That's in the hybrid LED UV lamp. Okay, so for Bolero Blue, just picking up a bead. It's probably a little bit too much. Okay. I'll just move it around what would be the cuticle area. And as you can see, it's got that beautiful like lilac tone, especially when you paint it onto the nail. It's coming up probably that little bit more purple, but you can clearly see the blue as well running through it. So it's a really unique, beautiful color. Okay, pop that in and cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, and for the second coat, it's just coming up just a deeper tone, more opaque. Glides on really smooth, really easy, just beautiful. There you go. So I'll pop that in and cure it. Okay, and applying a coat of shine on. Cap the free edge. And there's the high shine finish. Okay, and now for the main event, Options Aurora Spark. So here we go. I'm going to pick up a bead. Now, as you can see, it is quite thick. Place that on, and then I'm just going to move this around. So it has like a translucent background. Look at the colours in that. So you can kind of just, with Auroras, you can kind of move these around where you want them. And when I say them, the little glitter particles. So you can spread them out, you can condense them, and they're not going to go anywhere. So there you go, that's one coat. So we'll pop that in and cure it. Okay, and now for the second coat. So with the second coat, you can either brush this on and just kind of fill the gaps, or you can, you know, apply it a little bit heavier. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to basically brush this over. So I didn't apply as much. I'm just looking to fill the gaps and give it a fairly solid, you know, finish. So if you were to put this over colour, you would also get a completely different effect. We're just using a natural tip here, so you're going to have a lot of the translucent, you know, spots coming through, but you can see the blues, the greens, the golds, the purple particles, so it's really beautiful. Now, with Auroras, they can, being that they're a lot thicker viscosity, they can finish a little bumpy, but that's easily fixed. So we're going to pop this in and cure it, and I can show you how you can smooth this out super easy. Okay, so that's been cured for 30 seconds, and now I'm just going to apply a coat of shine on. Now you can apply this a little bit more generously, and if you're really careful, you can go back and just really quickly add in a little bit, because it's a thin viscosity. So you can add in a little bit more product, and that will help smooth it out. And you could also turn it upside down, give it a tap, and then pop it into cure. Okay, so that's been cured for 30 seconds. Now, if you have a look, there is like a slight little bump there. If you do want to get it that little bit smoother, it's super easy. Just use a 120, 180 spongy, or you can use a 240, 240 file. Just something really soft, and give it a buff, super quick, easy buff over the top. And that will help smooth out any bumps without taking anything away from your shine and your bling effect. So once you've done that, you would clean it off, or clean off the excess dust. And then you can go straight in and apply a final coat of shine on for a beautiful smooth finish. Okay, so we'll pop this in and cure it. Okay, and here's the finished result. So if I turn this on the side, you can see that it's fairly smooth. Or it's really smooth. So yeah, super easy to do. So Options is a soak-off product in a pot. It is 100% gel. It is vegan. It's cruelty-free. It's manufactured in Canada. And an absolute beautiful product to work with. Very creamy, as you can see, and applies super smoothly. So you'll find that you'll only need the smallest amount. This collection will be available soon from your local distributor. I hope you enjoyed this swatch. Take care. Bye for now.